Confluence, the Festival of India in Australia, is ongoing. And in fact, we brought interviews with several top performers who have come from India. One of those top performers who have come and performed here at Riverside Theatre, Lennox Theatre, is Shubhendra Rao, Saskia Rao, and Zuhaib. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
First to Shubhendru, of course, both of you come from a very rich, traditional music family. If I say that, am I right?
You're absolutely right. My parents both are musicians. They have given me the gift of music, that they have enriched my life through that.
How about you, Saskia?
Also, many in my family, from grandparents and uncles and aunts, all are into music. Many professional, and all of them love music.
Yes. Shubhendra, I think if you look at sitar, it's a North Indian instrument, predominantly. Yes. How come somebody who is coming from South, and that too from my hometown, Mysore, got into sitar, and your father got into sitar?
My father, I think he is a pioneer for introducing and popularizing sitar, especially in Karnataka and mostly in the south, because as you said, in those days, way back in the late 1940s, there was not much instrumental music down in the south. But for the first time he ever heard Pandit Ravi Shankar on radio, national, All India Radio, those days national program, and that changed his life. So he decided that he wanted to learn sitar. And I think it was all his efforts, and my grandmother and my uncle, their efforts, that today we are very proud to say that Karnataka has so much North Indian music, but I think the efforts all started with my father there.
And you were introduced to Pandit Ravi Shankar at the age of 7. How was it to go and meet the great man and have a chat with him?
Actually, I was introduced right from my birth, but my first lesson official lesson was from the age of 7. But I was named after his son. His son's name was Shubhendra Shankar. More so that every year Guruji would come to our house in Bangalore to visit my grandmother, and have one meal always was in Bangalore in our house. So right from very early childhood, I used to play on his lap, and that's how I was introduced to him. But I think right from the beginning he must have noticed talent in music and encouraged me to pursue that. And officially I started learning from him from the age of 7.
And Saskia, it seems you fell in love with Indian music and came to India.
That's right. I was playing the cello already for many years and heard a bit of Indian music and just fell in love first with the music and then with the musician as well.
Of course, the other big thing that you have done is to develop a cello which is very Indian cello. How did this idea come about?
The idea grew with me as I discovered more of the music. I also felt that the instrument could change a bit with the music as well. I have added an extra playing string, and the most unique feature of Indian instruments is often the resonating strings. So I've added 10 resonating strings to it. So of course I haven't done that myself. I've worked together with very talented instrument builders both in Holland as well as in India.
Yes. And you have obviously, Shubhendru, both of you have performed all over the world. And how was it to travel with Pandit Ravi Shankar and your father, go around and perform in all those places?
Part of our learning involves performing with your guru on stage. So right from a very early age, say I think 18 when I started performing with him, and that is assisting him in his concerts, in his various productions that way. So I think when you are associated so closely with a genius, with a person like him, it's a great step for you to take it forward. And I think I was very, very fortunate to have been with him learning from him, traveling with him, performing with him, assisting him in various ways. And I think I feel very blessed to have done that.
And cello is something which, of course, I have heard it, but not as many times as sitar. And how have you been? You have been traveling in India, performing in starting from Bangalore, everywhere else in the world as well. How is cello taken by the Hindustani music, especially?
I think I've been very blessed by the exposure I had to wonderful teachers who have guided me in the right way, because that's always the most important thing. And they have always encouraged me to find my own playing style that suits the cello itself. So to find a voice for that instrument within the music. And the responses have been really overwhelming and very encouraging.
As I said, you have traveled all over the world, all the three of you, and coming to Australia as a part of this confluence, the Festival of India in Australia, how has that been so far for you, for the Australian audience and Australia itself?
I think there is a beautiful warmth in the people here, and we have been exposed to the best of what this country has to offer. And I think this festival itself, Confluence, is a very unique festival, bringing two countries, two cultures together in a way that the people here can appreciate India, can appreciate the Indian culture, can appreciate everything good that India has to offer, and for an extended period of 3 months. So it can be a starting point to so many different wonderful things that can happen between these two countries.
How about you?
I think we all really enjoyed our time here in Australia. The welcoming people, the Confluence Festival, the collaborations we had with a full Aboriginal women's choir, who actually gave me this necklace. So I'm wearing it with a lot of feeling and pride, because these women made this, and it was a wonderful experience. So I think we've seen a lot of the best of this country as well. And we would love to come back anytime.
We would love you to come back.